Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about not becoming your thoughts because a lot of people do that, obviously unintentionally, but it's easy to let our own experiences, given our thoughts, control our daily lives. And that's what I see all the time when I'm helping people is that they are so caught up in the fucking past. And now I have that issue too. It's quite easy to do that, and only when you start recognizing that you do not have to constantly feel that way, you not constantly have to have those thoughts, you not constantly have to live your life in the past or relive the past, because that's what happens when you let those thoughts become you, is that you start to reflect them outward. So until you stop that, you're going to keep ending up getting repeated with your past. And so it's just going to happen again and again and again until you realize that. And it is kind of like an individual self kind of like test as well to make sure that you're learning this lesson. And that's why things are repeated to us. When things repeat themselves to you, that's time to learn a lesson. And that lesson is to release what is no longer serving you in this situation. And people really struggle with doing that. And now it is not always going to be an easy thing to do, but it does get easier as you fucking do it. And one thing that really bothers me and has been irritating me is how people are like, easier said than done. It's like, yeah, it's not going to be easy, bitch. It's never going to be fucking easy. But wouldn't you rather try and continue working towards that than stay stuck in a dark ass hole being miserable for the rest of your life? Like, I know I would. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, right? And so and even when you're working on getting out of these situations, you're going to find a lot more happiness faster than you're going to even find a glimpse of happiness of what your life could be like if you did step out of that dark ass hole. You're not going to see much from that angle because you're letting darkness flood your brain and you're not going to be able to see past it half the fucking time. And you probably already agree with me because you probably already can't, right? And I was the same way. And when you do start working on these things though, you do start to really, it gets easier and it does get better and you start to see brighter and clearer. So it's so much easier when you do start working on it, and it just gets easier and easier and easier because the more you become aware of your own consciousness and expand your consciousness is the more awareness you're going to have, which is going to allow you to create the best life possible for yourself and to become your best self. Like lately with helping people, I help people like all the fucking time. And another thing is that people constantly label the fuck out of everything. And that is something that you don't want to fucking get into, even though it's probably already too late because us being on this planet, we all do that all the fucking time. But it's never too late to kind of stop, and it's not bad to put labels on things necessarily, but it is when you're trying to expand, which is something that you should want to be doing because that's going to help you better your life and change your life for the better. So it's really going to help you and give you advantages in your daily life to expand. So to expand, you have to drop the labels. And even the smartest people on this planet, Einstein being one of them, says to drop labels. You have to drop the fucking labels to be happy. You have to drop the labels to expand further your knowledge as well through whatever it may be, that you're trying to see past. The only way to overcome something is to see past it, not just look at it. And that's what we are taught. So put a label on shit and just act as if it is that thing and that thing only. And that kind of sucks because that really limits your ability to overcome it. Like even with schizophrenia, how I just talked about the other day. People are like, you can't overcome that. Nobody can overcome schizophrenia. It's a daily thing and it's forever. And even when you take medication, that doesn't even help. And it's like, really? Because I've been getting rid of schizophrenia my whole life and it's almost fucking gone now. It's a speck of motherfucking dust. That has no power over me anymore. It's nothing to me now. It is a speck of dust. And it is almost fully forever out of my life because I am not letting it exist any longer. Because I started to understand that it was coming from two different worlds, as schizophrenia is. It's two different worlds. And you have to figure out that split. The things that are not real and what you don't want to focus on to the things that are real and what you do want to focus on. Because all it is on this side is likely, usually, paranoia, traumatic experiences, and no, definitely paranoia. Paranoia is always going to be there. But paranoia, traumatic experiences, and negative thought patterns, that's all it is. And all those things mixed together makes everything a hell of a lot worse, which, yes, can end up even causing visualizations in horrible forms, so it's something to learn to split, and that's what I did, and that's what I started doing. However, it was harder as a kid because I was going through a lot more shit, but now, and because I didn't really understand what I was doing most of my life, because although I was born very, very intuitive, as a kid, I didn't really understand what the fuck I'm saying right now because I had nowhere to learn it, I had nobody to learn from, so I did not understand these things the way I do now. I didn't even have any understanding of any of these, so I didn't even know that. Well, I knew that I had schizophrenia, but I had no fucking clue who to talk to about it, and I had no fucking clue how to get rid of it, but I was always just determined to get rid of it on my own, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking get rid of this by the time I'm, say, 23, whatever, and, just as an example, just basically, when I'm older, it's gonna be gone, and I'm gonna get rid of it, and I'm gonna have it out of my life, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm very, very, very successful with that right now. And that's why I'm trying to help other people with not just schizophrenia, but anything and everything. Schizophrenia is probably labeled as one of the hardest things to get rid of. And like people say, it's impossible to get rid of. Well, it's not. Sorry. It's just humans like to do the easiest things to try and get rid of things, which usually ends up failing because you're never going to get out easy. It's never going to be easy to do anything. It's never going to be easy to change your life. It's never going to be easy to shift from one reality to another. It's never going to be easy to learn and understand new things. It's not. It's really not. And like I said, as I was growing up, none of this shit that I'm saying right now made sense to me. Of course, I would have been open to learning about it, but it never made sense to me. So how was I supposed to put any of this into my life back then? I couldn't have. I just did it with my intuition, I guess you could say. So, yeah, but, anything can be overcome, and do not sit there and label the fuck out of things, because those labels are the only thing stopping you. And you yourself are also stopping you with those fucking labels. And once you learn to drop the labels, you become limitless. And when you become limitless, you can do and overcome absolutely anything. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I will also link my second channel in the description below this video.